Welcome back. Let's continue the class. Now what we will understand in this class is the basic formatting of the Excel. First of all, why do we need the formatting? A spreadsheet that have not been formatted can be very difficult to read. On the other hand, a formatted text and cell can draw attention to the required area or to the required data. It also enhances the readability of the document. Okay, so now when we are talking about the basic formatting in an Excel, we are in the home tab and we are talking about three major group, that is your font, your alignment and your number. What we can do in formatting is we can change the color and style of the text or the number. We can change the style of the font. We can also choose to format our number in a particular manner which we require. Let's see how we do that. To start with, let me tell you the default formatting which Excel takes for the text and the number. So if I write my name here, which is Varun, you can see that by default Excel has taken a font which is Calibri in this case, and the font is always aligned to the left hand side of the box of the cell. If I increase the width of the row, you can also see that the cell is aligned on the bottom. So it's basically by default a bottom left alignment for the text. Similarly, if I write a number, you can see that it's aligned on the bottom right. So this is the default formatting or alignment of the Excel. You can see that the font color has been taken as black and currently the size is 11. Right? This is the default formatting which this Excel sheet is taking. Now let's see what all formatting can we do with the Excel. So first is let's focus on the font style, right? So I use this drop down here, okay, and I can change the formatting to any given format, to any given font style, sorry. You can see that we have n number of font style available in Excel which are arranged alphabetically, and as I place my cursor on each of this font style, you can see the live preview on cell A1 on the back side of this window, right? So you can see that as I am moving my cursor, the font is getting automatically, I'm so sorry, the font is automatically getting changed, right? So based on the live preview, we can select the font style which we want. Similarly, I can use the drop down of the font size and I can change the font size. I can either increase the font size or I can decrease the same. I can also use this font grow and font shrink button to change the font size. Fine. Okay, moving on. There are other things what we can do with this Excel font is I can make it bold by clicking on this B button. I can also change the font style to italics, or I can choose to underline the font, right? This is important. I mean, as an important part, let me also tell you the keyboard shortcut for this bold, italics and underline. My keyboard shortcut for changing the font boldness is Control B. So by clicking Control B, I can make it bold, or I can choose to ignore the boldness. The second is Control I for italics. So right now it's not in italics. If I press Control I, the font style changes to italics. Similarly, I can use Control U and choose to underline my given text or data. Fine. Okay. The third part of our font formatting is to make a border around the cell, right? Let me remove the previous formatting, that is bold, italics and underline. Yeah. So let me also reduce the font size to, let's say, 12 to make it a normal size. Yeah. Moving on. So the another formatting which I can use, as I was saying, is we can choose to create a border around our cell, right? These are the default borders style which is available, and I can also choose a custom draw border style in which I can go and pick up the, I can draw the border myself rather than taking the default border which is given in the Excel. I can also change the line color that is the line of the border, and I can also change the line style, right? So this is some of the border style which we can choose in the Excel. Okay, the next thing and the important thing which we do in our Excel formatting is to highlight the cell or to change the font color. What I mean by highlighting the cell is when we use this drop down, okay, I can choose any color and you can see the live preview on cell A1. So as I am moving my cursor to different style, to different color, I can see that the cell is filled or highlighted with the given color, right? It's not necessary that I choose the default color given here. I can also go to more colors and can choose any standard or custom colors from here, right? Now similarly I can also change the color of the font, right? So by default, as I said, the Excel takes a default a black font. I can choose the color of the font as blue, black, yellow, red, green, anything I want, and I can also choose the custom color from more colors, right? The best part about this entire formatting is that I can see the live preview on my screen as I'm moving my cursors, right? If you want to remove all the formatting which you have done, just go to this clear font and it will remove all the font styles which you have chosen. Okay. Now the second group which is important for our formatting is the alignment, right? As I said, by default for text Excel always takes the bottom left, and for number it always takes the bottom right formatting, right? I can change the alignment from either to left by using this button or to center or to the right, right? The same goes for data as well. This is horizontal alignment. I can also change the vertical alignment to top, middle or bottom, right? Okay. Now another important thing which we have in our Excel sheet is the wrap text. What I mean by wrap text is, let's say if I am writing a data which is too big to come in the given column width. So what I can do is I can click this button called wrap text and Excel will change the width of the row to fit the cell content in the cell, right? The next important feature of this alignment group is merge cell. Let's say I have to merge this two cell. So I can select this two cell and click on this merge and center. What it will do, as you can see, is it will merge the two cell which you have selected and it will align the data in the cell to the center, horizontal center, right? So these are some of the important features which we have in the alignment group. The third part of the text formatting or basic Excel formatting, let me restore it to normal, yeah, is the number group, right? I'll use this drop down. So by default the number is generic. I can change it to this all formatting in the Excel, right? So if it's data I'm working on, I can choose the number format. I can, if I'm working on some data on rupees and all, rupee, dollar, pound, I can choose the currency format. If I'm working on accounting data, I can choose accounting format, and so on and so forth, right? Let's review some of this for our understanding. Let's say if I write a number, so by default Excel takes a general format. If I switch to number format, I'm so sorry, if I choose to number format, you can see that the Excel has added 2 decimal to it. Again, I can reduce the decimal or increase the decimal by using this 2 buttons below, right? This comma which you are seeing here, okay, this helps a 1000 separator, right? So if I want to add a 1000 separator to my data, I can click on this button. Clearly clear? Now after number format, we have something called currency format. So what currency format does is it adds the currency denomination, which is by default dollar, but you can change it to pound, euro, Chinese yuan, etc. Right? Okay. The third format which we are interested in is in the accounting format, right? The only difference between accounting format and the currency format is that the accounting format, as we will see, aligns the denomination of the data, that is the dollar in this case, it will align the currency denomination on the left hand side, unlike the currency format which doesn't do that. Right? So you can see here that the dollar is aligned to the left, while here the dollar is just attached to the number below. So that's the basic difference between the currency and the accounting format. Right? And similarly we have other formats, like if you are working on date, we can use the short date which will be in this format, or you can choose the long date which will be in this format. We can choose time, percentage. Percentage is important, so we have a drop down button here. We have a button here for percentage. So if I am writing any data which is in percentage format, I can choose the percentage format and it will change it to percentage. I can also increase and decrease the decimal of the percentage. Fine, so this is about the number format. Now for any of this formatting, we can either choose the default buttons which are given here, or I can click on this button, okay, either of this button. Once I click on it, a window like this opens and I can explore the formatting in detail. So say for example, if I want to choose currency, I can go and choose any of this currency format given here. Right? Similarly, if I want to change the alignment, I will go to the alignment tab and change the alignment horizontal, vertically. I will wrap the text, I will shrink to fit, merge cell, etc. Similarly, if I want to play around with font size, color, etc., I will use this particular window. If I want to change the border, I will use this window wherein I can choose the border style, color, etc. And this fill tab I will use for highlighting the cells. Are we good? Okay, thank you.